You don't usually find civilian Israelis here in Ramallah on the West Bank. But Yadin Kaufman comes regularly on a special permit. When he does, he and his Palestinian partner, Syed Nashef, have a busy schedule.
Okay, guys, you're free.
The first IT entrepreneurs of the day are already waiting for them. They now have an hour to present their startup idea. And they know it could be a decisive hour, if all goes well.
Water? Okay.
It will be a dramatical change for our business, for our lives, because we count on this startup. This is what, this is the whole thing that we do in our life currently.
The practice law itself.
Their business idea is an internet portal for lawyers, well-educated, ambitious, and highly motivated. There are many young people like them in Ramallah. What they lack is money, seed capital. Yadin Kaufman and Syed Nashef founded Sadara, the first venture capital fund for Palestinian IT companies. Kaufman played a significant role in Israel's rise as a top startup nation. Now he's supporting young Palestinians.
They certainly have the talent to participate in this knowledge-based economy that's done had a tremendous impact on Israel, on the economy, on foreign relations, on the society in Israel. And I think similar things can happen here.
The fund has collected about $30 million from the European Investment Bank, major IT players like Cisco Systems, and Israeli companies. The donors believe it will succeed and generate a good return despite all the political tension.
We are investing in software, which is unlike, agro-business or real estate or even telecom, for that sense, is more resilient actually to any political realities that might happen in the region. But at the end of the day, we do sometimes run into political sensitivities, and we have to figure out how to manage that.
The border between the West Bank and Israel, a high wall and separation barriers that Israel considers a guarantee of safety. For the Palestinians, it's a constraint on their freedom of movement. And there's no political movement either. Economically, there is, at least in the IT sector.
Hey, how's it going?
We visit Yam Safer. It's one of two companies in which Sadara has already invested. $1 million means the founders of this travel portal now have the leeway to develop their online booking business. And with Nashef and Kaufman, they have two experienced businessmen on board. They believe in the company's potential and in the impact a business success story would have.
What's going to give it a big push is when we can have one or two successful Palestinian startups. And then people will see not only can they start a company and raise money, but they can also really do something.
And that could change the entire economic structure in the long term.
Part of what we want to do or what want to accomplish is to help the economy transition from its dependency on foreign aid to really become a business-based, innovation-based economy.
And another premiere. The first meeting of the Fast Forward Business Incubator, a hothouse for startups. It's crowded. The scene is growing. The startup founders who qualify to attend have to face a lot of critical questions on their ideas from successful entrepreneurs from Silicon Valley and Saudi Arabia. Shadi Issa is glad to answer questions. His business idea is a website for cooking events.
His meals will be also visible to other people. It makes us work, it keeps us busy. Instead of doing it in months, it will make us do it in 5 weeks and find all the answers.
Something new, but it will be a good experience.
A small wave of optimism in Ramallah.
I've been talking politics and hearing politics every day since I was a little kid, and nothing is changing over here. So I think it's about time that we actually take things up in our hands and do something about our lives.
Ramallah, a startup hub. Conditions are still far from rosy. Not enough seed capital, too much red tape, and the legal situation is still uncertain. But things are happening.